What up YouTube, Easy Overdose here. I'm going to show you a quick little trick today, how to acquire targets easier, how to possibly do more DPS and in-game scenario, 5-mans, raids, whatever. This macro is just amazing for like AoE, like when you're AoEing down mobs, or like if you have a pile of mobs in front of you and you're constantly going to be needing to, kill them and retarget one. This will do it all for you. So this boar right here, let's say I want to kill it. If you look at my spells here, casting, it's not picking a target up. I want to kill it, but I can't. But I don't want to click it, and I don't want to hit tab. So I just can't kill it. I'm screwed. Alright, so if you want to wrap that all into one, you need to make a macro. Name it whatever, doesn't matter. Type /Startattack. Second line, type /cast and the spell. Then replace the spell with the macro. So what /Startattack does is basically it hits tab and it right clicks all into one. So when I hit this spell now, instantly picks the target up, and it puts me in auto attack stance, and it starts casting the spell all in one. So if I had a line of these guys lined up here, and I just got in a line, and I just kept smashing this button, like, I could just look away, and when I look back, everything would be dead. I wouldn't have to just do anything but hit one single button. So it's pretty amazing. It can save you like a huge amount of time, huge hassle. Melee, that's kind of how like melee spells work now. They changed it from Wrath to Kata, so melee kind of have that wrapped into their spells now. But the way it works is you can mash a button and it'll pick a target up, but it will not put you in auto attack stance until your ability actually lands on the target. So if you have your target acquired and like you're mashing a button going in, it just has it targeted, but it's not ready to auto attack. So if you want that extra millisecond of DPS to put you ahead of the rest, then you need to be auto attacking running in, so you get that that extra white hit as you run in, because unless you're mashing the buttons like crazy fast, then you're gonna lose possibly like a millisecond of DPS, and that's holds true for changing targets. You have a pile of mobs in front of you and they're all dying really quick and you need to constantly reacquire a target, then as fast as you can hit a button, you're going to be auto attacking a new target. And if you're like your spell is on cooldown, or you're starved of your resource, if you're a resource class, you're going to have to wait on your resource for your ability to trigger your auto attack, or you're going to have to wait for your spell to come off cooldown. That's like DK runes, like Pallies, you're waiting on like Crusader Strike or something to come off cooldown. So this basically eliminates the downtime of not getting white damage on the target. So some things that you would want to like use this for that really like turn it into an amazing spell would be things like kill shots, like Hammer of Wrath, kill shot for the hunter, Shadow Word Death, things like that. Things that like normally don't pick a target up, or if they do pick a target up, they have like a range. This has like a better range. So like as you can see, like pretty much as soon as the life bar shows, this thing will pick the target up. So I mean, it has really good range. I think you can see a life bar at like 30, I guess it's probably closer to like 40 yards. So yeah, about 40 yards you can pick a target up. So let's say you're a hunter, multi-shot, and you want to have it a multi-shot, cobra shot, kill shot, anything that you think you're gonna use as an opener from nothing, from having no target, you would want to macro this to it. So pretty much everything. If you're a pally, it'd be like Judgment, Crusader Strike, Hammer of Wrath. Some good ones are like Consecration for the pally. It does not acquire a target, so you run into like a huge pile of mobs and you drop Consecration on them, you have no target, and then you have to target. So you can like wrap it all into one. So you can get like a couple white swings off before like your global cooldown comes off cooldown, and you actually use an ability. Like Rogue Fan of Knives. Fan of Knives does not acquire a target. So say your combat spec and you're like Blade Flurry and you need a Fan of Knives, which is rare that you would need to do that because Blade Flurry damage usually like outweighs Fan of Knives, but like for you know, madness with like bloods and stuff, there's like one of them 5-mans where there's a bunch of ads, you'd want a Fan of Knives. So to you know, min-max your Blade Flurry damage and white damage and Fan of Knives, that macro is going to be great for you. Can't really think of anything else that it would benefit as much as those two classes and the kill shots, but it's pretty huge. It's great as well for, let's say, you know, let's say this guy right here's a rogue, and you know I'm just walking along, and all of a sudden he gets in my my point of view here, and you hear the you know, the stealth sound, you know, like somebody stealth by you, and that like you can see him. So like if you have Startattack macros and everything, you can spin around and you can, you know, mash your buttons and, you know, get a dot on him or something, pull him out of stealth, hit him with something, instead of having to hit tab or target him, and you know you lose that window of opportunity, and he's already gone, he already stealthed off, and you know you lost that window of opportunity that you could have got him. So I mean it can benefit you in, you know, 101 ways. It's a great little macro. So hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. See you next time.